Welcome to Adventurers and Artists, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast with a musical twist. In our last adventure, the party came face to face with a 9-headed Hydra crawling out of the depths. Guys, could you all roll initiative?
13.
An 11.
10.
10, okay.
Well, I rolled an 8, guys. How am I still going first?
Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen is little Truly is going to run back down the stairs. She's going to snatch the little baby and the cradle out of
I'm still going.
Magnus's hands. And she's going to say, "You got this, guys! Yay, go you!"
I swear, I told you if you poke the baby, I will still throw you out the cart.
She's about to poke the baby but then she stops. Okay, so actually, Magnus, you go first. There's this giant Hydra, this 9-headed creature, lizardy. Each of the heads are snapping. And going for you. Actually, going for you, because you're the one who threw your...
Yeah. It's like,
I'm kind of sitting there going, I kind of caused this, but I'm thankful I caused this run that's surprising us.
Okay.
Nothing's worse than a Hydra or something big, blah blah blah, attacking you from behind. How tall's the ceiling?
It's really tall.
Can the Hydra reach the ceiling?
No, it can't.
I'd like to cast Spider Climb and just run up onto the ceiling. Because I have 40 foot of movement. No, sorry, even more than that, 50 foot of movement.
Are we anywhere near a wall?
You're not... I mean, you can... Yeah, so you run up the wall, and then you'll run onto the ceiling, but that will be your full action. I mean, that will be your full
like
movement.
Spider Climb is my action, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to spend my entire turn just...
So now you're hanging upside down on top of the Hydra, and the Hydra's like...
Yep,
Two
can't
of the
reach me.
heads are like... Ow, ow.
You
Oh,
guys
tasty
can leave
laugh.
now. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast it for us all like 20 minutes.
Okay. Right, Morkai.
So I have my two hands there and I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 4th level, avoiding where Magnus is and sort of shining it like just next to him.
Okay. So it makes a
Make
dex
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save, right. Is a 17 going to save?
Yeah, yes it will, unfortunately. So let me roll for that. 8, 11, 16, 25 halved, so 12 points of radiant damage, I believe.
12 points of radiant damage. Right, you see it. One of the heads screech in irritation, but...
Why is something so big so high-pitched?
But it's going to continue to approach. So, Rosk, it's your turn.
I will intersperse myself between the Hydra and the Cleric.
Thank you.
You got this, you big sack of plate mail. You've got this. You're the impenetrable wall.
I will be once I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Am I being enough of a bard yet?
Everyone's trying to do God's job for him. Bards, eh?
So that's plus 2 AC.
Plus 2 AC. So is that an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, so then what are you going to do with your action?
I'm going to hold my action, and if it comes at us, I will attack it.
Okay, so it is going to come at you. And it is aiming for the cleric, but because you're in the way, it's just going to, casually bite you instead.
Because it's the beginning of its turn in the Moonbeam, it needs to take another Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 17 again.
Oh yeah, so, okay.
So what's the Moonbeam trying to do? Because right now it's just sort of tickling it.
It's just trying to purge this beast with radiant energy and trying to kill it through the sheer power and force of clerical divine intervention.
Okay, just go on. How much damage?
4 whole points of blessed radiant damage.
One of the heads sneezes because there's a little tickle on its nose. It's a
Come
little...
on, believe harder.
Right, Zrask.
Okay.
All of the heads are going to take bites at you.
How many heads does it have?
9. Each of the heads is going to try and bite you.
Do I get to smack it first?
You will, because it's you've held your action.
Might
So
head that way.
Yeah, I might get rid of one of
And
the
it's
heads.
Warhammer.
first.
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. Then attack it, because if you do enough damage, yes, you'll be able to destroy one of the heads. Go for it.
Okay. 12, 15.
Okay, that just hits. It's the sloppiest thing you've seen the paladin do in a while, to be fair, but it does smash into the creature's heads.
Okay, I'm going to use smite it level 3.
Yeah, go for it.
Smite me.
Okay, 10, 17, 23, 24, 28 plus 3 is 31.
Okay, so you are going to kill one of the heads immediately. Do you want to describe how you do this?
Just wait for it to come down at me and then swing up and shatter every tooth in its disgusting maw.
And then the head limps forward. But the other 8 are like, and they're extremely angry at what you've done to one of its heads. So out of the 8 that are left, 5 are going to successfully bite you. 1 with a nat 20.
Ow.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a little bit. So you're going to take 50 damage.
Shield of what now?
You do know I've got an armor class of 24, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah, and then they still hit.
Okay.
Shield of what now?
You've taken 50 damage, and it's piercing damage.
Shield of Get Eaten? I think that's the spell you cast, right?
I'm still alive.
And the nat 20 is going to do an extra 10 damage.
So is that 60 damage now?
Yes. I just thought I'd, let you down easy. Okay, that's all the creature's turn over now. It's going to go back to Magnus. You see Zrusk take the full brunt of this creature's fury.
Wow.
He's probably on his knee. I mean, I don't know. He's a half orc, so probably not actually. He's just...
It must really suck to be down there in range of this creature. I mean, my heart goes out to Eldritch Blast. Just gonna stand there. Just like, guys, go home. Go have a nap. I got this.
Okay,
Bup,
so
bup, 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 bup.
can you tell me how much damage that you're doing? So roll to attack.
1 would definitely miss. 1 is gonna be 23.
That's hits.
And is there a third one at 9th level now? Or is it 10th level?
It's your character.
I know, I don't play spellcasters much. Like, I forget when spell cantrips level up. I think it's 1. So that's a solid 5 points of damage.
Oh, another little sneeze comes out.
It's fine. Oh, it might take me an hour, but I got this.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's
Little,
a
little
working
Truly pops her
towards
head
it.
round the corner and she sees you guys utterly fail to do anything to this creature except for Zrusk, and she's going to go, guys, you're supposed to hit it!
Well, my plan was to carry the child up onto the roof so it was out of the harm's way, but Truly kind of ran off with the kid.
Yeah. Okay, are you doing anything else, Magnus?
Just gonna kind of go. I'm taking the role of the bard today. You got this, team. Woo! I'll be in the back where I can't be hit. I'm not a coward. I'm spacing, guys.
This is all the while Zrusk is bleeding out.
Oh yeah, like
Underneath the
I
blows
can't
of
quite
the
see
Hydra.
him because I can just there's a big Hydra in the way, so
Yeah.
I go.
mean, you see that he's been hurt.
Yeah, I
pretty
see him
bad.
get hit. I'm like, he's tough. He's fine. Right, just go, team. Woo!
Right. Magnus, the world's most useless monk.
Monk clock.
Monklock. Morkai.
I will first of all need to make a Constitution saving throw because Moonbeam.
The moonbeam. The
That's
yeah.
on its turn.
It's on. Was it on its turn? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I always forget.
one dice,
It's when it
down
enters
dice.
and it's on its turn. I'll grab that eventually.
Okay, right. Okay, I'll
So-
roll on its turn. Its turn isn't until.
Yeah, ignore me completely then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to Zrusk, and I'm going to pour it, I'm just going to hold his back and just sort of pour in as much magical healing energy as I cast Cure Wounds at a 5th level. So give me a moment, 'cause it's a lot of dice. 16, 18, I think one more. That's 33 points of healing clerical energy. It's just a blast of radiant curing as all your wounds knit up together, and any profuse bleeding that you may have sort of stops a little bit.
Okay. I thank you and then tell you to run.
That's a good idea. And I just sort of start to go towards the towards where Truly would be like poking her head around.
Are you leaving the attack because he's at melee range?
Oh,
so you're
he
technically.
Okay, is he okay?
Technically,
I'm between him and it.
Ah, okay.
That's the whole point of
All
where I
right.
was standing.
I will.
So you've just gone behind him.
Like,
Yeah,
touch an ankle.
I've leant forward and then ran away.
Okay, great. Are you
with a
doing a
stick
bonus
just as far
action?
as you can.
Holy stick.
I don't think I can, so no.
Okay, then in that case, it's going to go back to Drosk.
Okay. Okay.
Just run, buddy. I got this.
I cast Lay on Hands on myself to mend my wounds and bring myself up to full health. I think I can do that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Hydra is snapping at you. Ow.
And that's all I can do.
Not going to move away. You're going to stay there.
I'm going to stay there and keep it from getting past me.
Okay. So then it's the Hydra's turn, and the Hydra is extremely annoyed at you, and you're smashing one of its heads down. So it's going to attack you again. That one's going to miss. It's going to get another nat 20. Oh heck yes. That one's going to hit. That one's going to hit. That one's going to. Ah, this silly Hydra. Right. 3 are going to hit. 1 with a nat 20. So you're going to take 40 points of damage immediately. However, because one of the heads is so enraged, it's going to accidentally bite itself. And you'll see one head attacking the other head, having a little spat. One head is going to tear a chunk out of the other's throat. And that's its turn over. It goes back to Magnus.
Just gonna keep casting Eldritch Blaster up here in the nice safe realms of my ceiling.
Okay, so how are you going to tickle it this time?
I'm gonna tickle it for another 7 points of damage.
Wow.
Eventually, he'll die.
Yeah, after Zrusk is a bloody pulp on the floor.
like-
Eventually he'll die.
I told you, just leave. Come back later.
That is a very School of Go out, so you're taking tips from him. It's going to go back to Magnus. Oh, sorry, it's going to go back to Morkai.
I'll take another turn.
Zrusk, how are you holding up over there? Are you okay?
Just keep running.
Maybe. So as a bonus action, I'm going to, in front of, or around Zrusk, cast a bear spirit totem.
Before you carry on, I didn't do a
Yeah,
Constitution save.
Yes, correct.
It got a 14?
That fails.
Ah.
Haha.
As the moonbeam hits the creature, and it doesn't steel itself against the blast of
28
radiant damage. Ooh.
Points of radiant damage.
Oh, that's very nice.
So I'll do that, and then you see as this white sort of ethereal bear sort of surround and envelop like your spirit, and so you basically get advantage on strength checks, same throws, and temp HP equal to, I believe, 20.
It's helpful. Thank you.
Is that another concentration spell?
No, it's just a ability that I got.
Nice. Okay, so Zrusk. It's gonna be your turn.
Okay.
The Hydra has reared its talons.
I'm going to take another swing at one of its heads.
Okay.
That will be a 18.
That will hit.
So that'll be a 19. So.
It will hit.
Okay. Rank 3 smite.
Meanwhile, Magnus is now just sitting on the ceiling.
Meanwhile, Magnus is just having a little break because he's enough.
It's
Very stressful day.
18 plus 12 is 31 plus 4, 34.
Okay, so you do your smacking of the things, and one of the Hydra's heads flops down.
They've got a second attack.
Oh, okay. It's down to 7 heads.
20.
That hits. Is that a nat 20?
No.
Okay.
A natural 20, so that's a rank 2 smite. Out of rank 3s. 16, 20, 27, 31, 34 again.
This paladin's come to work today, guys. Another head flops lifelessly. So now it's down to 5. No, 4. No, I can't do numbers. 6. Sorry.
Keep up the good work, buddy.
Keep
You got
up the
this.
work,
You're
yeah.
doing great.
Back to the depths with you, foul monster.
Okay. And it's going to attack you again. Does it need to make another con save?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so let's go for the con save first. And it's going to pass with a 23.
Cool. This halves. 18, so 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay. That creature is not looking happy or healthy right now. And with its final moments, it's going to snap at you again. And it's going to do another 30 points of damage as each of the heads that manages to grab onto you hits its target. It's going to go back to Magnus.
Looking like it's quite near the end, I'm gonna really channel my inner gold and just kind of drop from the ceiling onto it and start going to town on it.
Okay?
Using my slow fall as I fall to not
Yeah.
take damage.
Is that a reaction slow fall?
Yes, my monk ability, rather than the spell.
No, that's fine. You go ahead.
Cool.
You slow fall onto the creature's back.
And then 2 attacks, and then flurry of blows do fall. That's the sad numbers. That's a 15 and an 11 for the 2 hits.
Oh, as impressive as it looks, you floating down from the skies.
Okay, so 2 hit, and then a
The 15 will hit.
13, and then a 21. So
The
2
13
hits.
and the 11 will miss,
Yep.
and the 21 will hit its targets.
So 20 points of damage.
Okay, and with that, the creature falls to the floor before Strusk's form and let out.
I'm going to descend very, very Thor style, like superhero landing, golden arm just embedded into its back.
Yeah, it's
Through its
literally-
spine?
Yeah, you've basically just crushed it.
Just gonna.
And it's going to be lifeless on the floor, and little Truly is going to pop out from the corner, and
Is she still carrying?
yeah, but she's collapsed
Cool,
and
okay.
she drops the baby. Yeah, you can do a dex save to see if you can catch.
Run, leap off the height.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, nope.
Go.
A dex check, that will be a 14.
Not quite.
Give it a go.
You're closer, to be fair.
Hey, that might work. 19.
I mean, you do give it a good go, but unfortunately you don't quite reach in time. But you, on the other hand, Morkai, with your tiefling, I'm not sure exactly what
Tail.
tiefling. Yeah, your tail
Yeah.
helps you balance, possibly.
Yeah.
Catches it.
Centre
And
of
you
gravity.
sprint towards Truly and catch the little one
Good.
as he's dropping on the floor, and Truly still clapping and cheering at you guys. 2 camels are kind of standing around, looking bored in a stairway. And you have defeated the Hydra. You are now out of combat.
That's lucky.
Good.
See, I told you guys, I had this. See?
I saw like kneel down in front of Truly and sort of like look. I was like, what did I tell you earlier? Like I gave you a very good
Not to touch your horns!
something else.
Not to grab them!
About.
Stir the pot!
I saw like I cast Form of Surgery on myself and like give myself like white glowing eyes and like sort of a deeper sort
shiny.
of voice. It's like I told you, if you were to do anything that would potentially harm this child, I would not be how do I put it? Responsible for the actions of our companions. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? No? Magnus, do you want a word as well? I'm gonna look after baby here, and you can talk.
Just gonna pick myself up off the floor,
Sort of move away from her.
walk over to the gnome. Okay. I'm not having a great day, truly. I'll put it that way. You saw what happened to the camel?
The camel you murdered?
Yep. We wouldn't want that to happen to you, would it?
Don't be silly. You would never do that to me.
I mean, if you somehow cause the child that will stop a massive war in this area
Oh,
to
he's
die.
fine! Look at him! And then she's going to point to you holding the baby. He's got you guys!
All it takes.
By the way,
One
you're
bad
a orc
day.
friend. How rough are you looking, Zrusk?
I'm fine.
How? That's
Sorry.
what I look. I was like,
Too loud.
define fine. How fine? Like, is it a lot of bleeding? A little bit of bleeding? Do you look like you can carry on?
I think I'll be all right.
Can I roll an insight to see to
I
gauge
think
if
you
he's
could
like
roll a medicine check
Medicine
because
check
this
might be even
guy's
better.
been bitten. He's been clawed at.
12?
He's looking very rough.
Cool. I'm going to go up and at third level cast another cure wounds on him and just sort
This
of.
is why you're holding the baby, right?
Yeah, I've got like one hand here and like, yeah.
Just give me the child.
10, 14, 16, 19, 23 points of healing. As like,
Thank you.
more than welcome.
Okay, there is the corpse of the Hydra still there, and it's sort of twitching.
I dealt with the sand beast thing. You can deal with this one. This isn't mine. I'm not. No.
I'm going to systematically smash all the remaining heads.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna assist by basically just punching through with golden arm. Just having a very casual conversation while doing it. Just like, hey, so enjoying the weather there, Zrusk? I think
What
it's,
weather? We're underground.
it's called small talk. I know you're a big guy, but even you should understand the concept, right? Just while doing this.
No.
Big guy, no small. Got it.
Is anyone looking around?
Yes.
Only at the heads I'm smashing.
Okay, yo, you two
Job
are busy chopping.
Kid in
Not
one
chopping,
hand.
sorry, smashing
Punching.
the heads of this creature.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out with a 21 for perception.
You use your light,
Mm-hmm.
and this time you're pretty sure you probably shouldn't just randomly throw it at whatever you see.
Yeah. Panic over. It's all right.
So you look around and you see you come across the second pool on the
Okay.
left-hand side of this hall,
Mhm.
and you walk around, follow the wall, and you see a little corridor leading into a room that you kind of peer with your light, and you're not really able to make out what's beyond the doorway because it's
Okay.
too dark. But you're inspecting the archway, and you see that the masonry here is pretty unstable,
Right. Okay.
and it wouldn't take much for it to fall through.
Cool. How wide is this corridor? Like.
This little corridor. I mean, all the corridors here are huge. This is
Okay.
50 feet wide, but this one's a lot narrower.
Okay.
We're talking a couple of people could walk through 10 feet, 15 feet across at most.
Cool. Okay. So I'll head back to you guys and like, hey, Zrusk is mainly Zrusk, because again, you're a big, tough guy with lots of smiting and hammers and loud. We don't want
Flattery
to be...
is a sin, I will remind you.
Yes, but that's the point I'm trying to... Yes, but the point I'm trying to make is there is a crumbly stones corridor. Shh, be quiet. We don't want to attract any more unwanted attention, let alone let this whole building fall down on our heads.
You mean like you did last time?
Yes.
Ouch. Right. As you've told Zrusk about this corridor with this falling masonry, you continue to, search along the wall,
Okay.
and you come across another corridor with much wider. In fact, this clearly used to be a huge door,
Okay.
about 50 feet across, and there's two Hydra statues on either side. Gigantic things. They take up the entire. You put your beam of light. You run it up, and then finally, when your hand, it can't go any higher. You reach the top of the Hydra, and then all the way back down to the floor where its statue feet are.
There's two statues. There's... Hey guys, there's two statues of Hydra. Just as a heads up. I don't know what it could mean, but I have a very bad hunch that we may find another one.
You said heads up, right? How many heads?
Yeah, how many heads are on the Hydra statue?
9 each.
9, another 9. 18 heads in total, so a lot. we'll do this again, probably. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no.
It does sound like they're quite ahead of us.
Zrosk, what are you doing?
I shrug my shoulders. If we've slayed one, we'll slay another.
Okay. But the cleric, Morkai, has pointed out the masonry in the other little corridor.
We'll go there then.
Okay.
Sure.
So you're standing in front of the archway that's crumbling.
I will lead with my light and trepidatiously and tentatively go towards the corridor whilst looking for traps and other things that may or may not try to kill us.
Okay. You can roll perception if you want to again.
19.
Apart from the dodgy stonework, everything seems pretty safe here.
Okay. Cool.
How solid does the ceiling of this corridor look?
It looks unsafe.
The entire corridor, the ceiling.
Just the first part.
Okay.
The rest looks okay.
Because I've still got spider climb once we get past the unsafe part.
Are you walking through into the next section? Through the corridor?
Are we? I thought we were.
I will go first. I always go first.
Okay, as you walk forward, could you do a dex save?
Eight.
8. Okay. Yeah, that's as soon as you step forward, you're not triggering anything. It's really unstable here, and you're going to brush up against the wall or something about the heaviness of your footfall is going to cause the archway to crumble and start to fall, and you're going to take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As stones and rubble fall on you. But you make it to the other side.
So as a reaction, can I try and pull him either slightly back just to get
Roll
hit by
strength.
a little bit less? Strength, not my forte. 13.
In that case, I'll let you roll with advantage.
No.
I'm afraid you do try your hardest to help Zrosk, but there is a lot of Zrosk, and it's not that difficult to miss him, I'm afraid, especially if you're just falling masonry.
How do you just seem to get bigger every time I see you?
But I'll say that
Proper
Zrosk,
diet
you
and
make
a
it to
good
the other
workout
side.
regime.
Zrosk, you make it to the other side, and you continue to walk through, and then you come to a room, and this room looks like it used to be servant quarters of some kind. It's small, it's cozy, relatively, still very dusty and old, but there doesn't seem to be much disturbance here. In fact, you see no sign of anyone being here for centuries. Excuse me.
Are there any exits?
No, apart from where you came from.
Well, that was disappointing.
Are there any chests or boxes or things that can be opened and searched? Or,
No,
okay.
nothing like that here.
Cool.
There's just slabs where people must have rested,
Right, okay.
presumably. And
Is
and
there
now
anything of interest that justifies me walking through a collapsing archway, being half bludgeoned to death,
do you want
and
to
just
roll?
generally
Do you
miserable?
want to roll perception or insight or something?
Well,
Try
I'd
and
rather
give you
you
a
just
call.
tell me there was something.
No,
but-
I'm not going to just tell you anything.
Well, then I will have to roll. 12.
Okay. Well, it doesn't offer you anything, but seeing as you collapse the roof on your way in, actually that provides cover, and this is pretty much the safest place you could find in a place in a temple like this.
That's not foreboding at all.
So it's defensible and we could rest here if we wanted to.
Essentially, yes. There's even space for the camels.
Zrosk, buddy, you right in there? Any more hydras?
No, no hydras.
Anything?
Absolutely nothing. Just a nice defensible position.
Well, onwards and upwards then.
You what? Sorry.
Onwards and upwards then.
Okay, so you all go into the little room where you can recover and recoup, and that's where we'll finish the session today. Joining us again next time, where we'll find out what else is in the Temple of the Deeps. Let us know what you thought of the episode. You can tweet us and find us on Instagram at ANA Podcast. You can join us on Facebook.com/ANA Podcast, and keep tabs on us on Tumblr when you search Adventurers and Artists Official. We stream every other Wednesday, streaming live on twitch.tv/Adventurers&artists, and all episodes can be found on demand via our website at adventurersandartists.com, with the audio version released in the week between episodes. Don't forget to support the show via our Patreon at patreon.com/ANA Podcast, and whether you're part of the Wolf Pack or a cleric of Danny, the inhabitants of Hawthornia appreciate any support you can offer. And finally, a big thank you to everybody who makes this show possible. Until next time.